The week has already started, and I took a trade this today on BTC. I set a buy limit since on Saturday, and it got triggered yesterday, and it dropped down into profit after rejecting my entry. Dropped down into profit massively. Then I brought the trade to break even last night, and I woke up this morning and I saw that the trade didn't hit TP. It just rejected and reversed and took me out on break even. So this week has already started, and we are one trade down on break even. So yeah, so we'll go out today. I'm heading to work now. We'll go out today and see what the market also gives us. I'll be honest with myself, I'm not yet an expert in this system. I'm calling myself out with this so that I can always go back and see that I made a mistake. I actually came this morning and I've been looking for trade. I actually knew that gold was bullish, yes. But it was now when I just saw someone's trade, I was like, so this thing actually played, and it played out in front of me. And there was a break of structure here. This whole structure was broken, and there's a breaker block here, and see the inducement here. Sorry, this is the breaker structure, and this is the inducement. And I know this candle is very big to be called a breaker block, but this one would as well work out, or even I've done it and calculated my risks and know how much I wanted to. So let's just imagine this was let's just imagine, say we use this one as the other block. So this literally played out while I was in the office, and I never even knew. Though I was seeing this candle, I never knew. Like, I was waiting for it to tap into his room to see this thing closely, but it played out, and this would have given me, oh my god, this would have given me at least 1:3, and I missed out on this, and I was here, this thing played out. So crazy. I'm holding myself to this. This sound really so crazy. How if I actually left yesterday, I actually set my buy limit here, and I was expecting this to trigger and push me up, but what really happened was that it came and took me out. And it was when I shared it with a friend that he told me that my bias was actually wrong, that that BTC was bearish, but I mistaken my own bias to bullish because I saw like a sign, but it took me out, and I took an L on that. So last night, around 1, I came up to the chat because after this thing happened, I was so restless. I'm going to be honest, I was so restless. So I came up, and I also saw like a break of structure here. Because if you go to the 4 hours time frame, let me go to the 4 hours. If you go to the 4 hours, you understand that. If you go to the 4 hours, you understand that the trend is actually bearish. It was just me that mistaken because of the way I drew my trend line. The trend is actually bearish. We go to the 4 hours. So, but the way I drew my trend line was like this. So I thought it was breaking here, then coming. I thought it was going to do something like this. I thought it was going to do something like this, break out, come back, retest, then push up like this. But the reverse was the case. Back before us and we analyzed the chart and saw that it was actually bearish. So now, when you come to the 15 minutes zone, this was happening very early in the morning. When you come to the 15 minutes zone, you see that there's a break of structure here. Bounced up the break of structure here. This was the thing that actually confused me. So you see, it came back, broke through, then bounced on this 4 hours trend line, gave break of structure, the inducement. So let me take this thing out so you guys can see it. Take it out. So there's a break of structure here. Break of structure. There's a break of structure here. There's an inducement here, and there is the pure here. I analyze this chart, everything like this, but set my sell limit Then something happened. I just came up and this candle, let me zoom it out so that you can see. This candle, this particular candle, let me do something so you can this candle, this particular candle. Well, I immediately I saw this rejection, I was like, okay, maybe this thing is market makers or news is trying to, maybe there's a report that came out that's trying to make this thing push above this place, because we all know that BTC is from the higher time frame is actually bullish. So, but it came still trigger, but though I cancelled my sell limit, still trigger it, and it went down into profit. So I missed this trade. Overall, this week I'm on a loss. This week I lost about 40 something dollar yesterday from this particular trade here. From this particular trade I took from this breakout block here. So yeah, I was actually in this trade before now, and it took me out. So overall, this week I'm already in loss, 2 losses this week, bro. But keep trying. I've just been having losses and missed trades. I'm still trying to get better, so this is part of my process. I believe that if I stick to it, I'm going to get it right, but it's going to take a while. So, but this week has just been a horrible week. So far, I've had 2 losses on BTC, and we actually started the week with 1 break even, and now I'm down 2 losses. And so the account now is still in profit, but take away the profit I made about 2 weeks ago. This trade today was actually my fault. Everything that happened here was just my fault, because it didn't trigger me in on my broker though. Like it tapped into the zone, but didn't trigger me in, just a few pips to trigger me in. I didn't trigger me in, and I didn't cancel my order because I was assuming this thing was liquidity and it's going to likely come back and take it and push back, since it hasn't broken my take profit. And I just left my buy limit, and it came now and reversed and took me out, thereby bringing the account to draw down. Chat this morning and I saw this thing, but it was when I now saw someone else chat that I now noticed that I missed an entry here. So it happened around, this entry happened around 1 to 2:30, very early in the morning, and I was still asleep at that time. But so, and now it's actually heading to profit. So I saw another zone up here. It's a break of structure, there's inducement, and there's a POI, which is another block, and I've marked it out and set my sell limit. So yeah, I'll just wait and see how it turns out, and I'm going to update you guys later. Where I marked out as the zone, I set my buy limit, didn't get triggered. But what I've learned right now, because the zone just played out, is that you just have to be flexible. With this chart. I was on the 15-minute time frame, but another setup showed up on the 5-minute time frame. A break of structure, right? Then the inducement and POI, which is a breaker block, and happened on the 5-minute chart. And remember, I marked up the zone on the 15-minute chart. So you see, crazy, and it already got into TP. So this is a warning to me to be flexible next week, because this week has just been a lot of mess, like missed trade. The ones that I took hit stop loss, bro. I actually woke up this morning feeling very down, because this week has just been a week that I won't say a bad week, I'll say a week that's testing me. Because what really happened was that even the buy limit I said yesterday hit my SL this morning, and when I woke up and I saw that it was moving down into drawdown. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Moving into drawdown, I was not feeling myself. My mood changed. Then I've not actually done my exercise. I was like, deep down in my mind, I was not feeling like doing anything this morning. Even the exercise, I was feeling so bad, feeling so down, just questioning myself and asking myself questions. But like I used to say, the baseline of everything is you know that emotions are fickle, and I know that my emotions are fickle. That someday I'm going to win. Since others are winning, I'm going to win. That is going to be me someday. And so what I just did, I just forced myself to do the exercise. After doing the exercise, then took my bath, and I'm heading to work now. I saw another opportunity on BTC. and I took a sell here on this zone and a reverse and hit my SL, and I saw another opportunity here. So I'm currently on this sell now. So let's see how it turns out. This week I just been lost. But yeah, let's see how this one turns out today. So I'm going to update you guys. Alright guys, so the trade I took on Friday, I reversed and hit my break even though, because after I went down into profit for a bit, I brought my entry into break even and it reversed and hit my break even. So overall this week was not a profitable week. It was an unprofitable week. We show up next week and see how the market treat us. Today is Sunday and today is the last day of the week. So I feel this week has just been a very trying week, part of the test of life. The trades I took were all losses, but the ones I missed, some of them which I do the zone out, some of them which I never saw this, but later found out happened to play out very well. The ones which I missed actually hit TP, and the ones which I traded, the one which I executed, hit stop loss. I can either see it from two ways: either I learn from it or I regret. Well, I see it like as a trying time. It's also a learning period. It's a time where I can sit down and ask myself why I did wrong last week, or was the thing I did not do last week, and try to do that thing next week and see how the progress is going to be like. So yeah, but in everything, we still thank God for His wisdom, we still thank God for His kindness, we still thank God for life, we still thank God for everything, and we hope that the coming week will be a blessed week. We hope that the coming week will be a week that creates more clarity for us, for me and for you, and we are going to advance in whatever we do. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Bye.